what's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Y'all come on in here. Yo, what's up? Good morning. Welcome to MTG Live. This is your boy Q. And listen, I am in the building on this morning. Let me see. What's going on? It's Saturday morning. Saturday morning today is November 23rd. And we definitely know that this is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And so Thanksgiving is one of those times where you already know we have to give certain disclaimers on what you should and should not do, at the Thanksgiving dinner. So y'all come on in here. I don't know what the crew is. Maybe they still mad at me. I don't know. Mo will probably be late or whatever since she was up last night sending me stuff late last night. But I just want to definitely welcome you to the show on today. Now, look, I have to say this. I got to say this. Listen, you and I both know, and I'm talking to y'all from the heart. Okay, I'm talking to y'all from the heart. You and I both know that anytime that we come on this platform, that there is anything that's liable to come out of our mouths. You and I know that. And if you don't know that, then something is wrong with you. Clearly something is wrong with you. Hey, Anthony, good morning, man. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you in advance. Appreciate you watching, all that good stuff. Listen, do me a favor, make sure you're 21 and up to interact with us. Drop your comments. We are accepting more. Your letters starting on next year. I think we may read no more letters. No more letters this year. Yeah, no more letters this year. If you didn't catch After Dark on Monday night, please go back and look at After Dark, because After Dark, I already had said, listen, we're not doing some of these letters. They're going in the trash. Because some of y'all just don't know what to write. Y'all don't know what to email. Y'all don't know. You just be doing too much sometimes. And some of that stuff, is like, okay, what is going down? What is wrong with the people? But we thank you though. For real, we really do appreciate you sending us your letters and stuff like that. But I'm rambling on. But yeah, we is anything liable to come out of our mouths, and so our last show or whatever, we was having a discussion about the election. And of course, we wasn't on last Saturday because I think I wanted to give them a little time to breathe, a little time to kind of calm down, kind of deal. And it just seemed like to me that, people still mad. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is. Lee, good morning, bro. It was good to see you last night. We had a time last night. We had a time last night. What's going on, man? What's going on? Now, we celebrated one of my best friend's birthday. Shout out to Gerald, Gerald Lee. What's up, bro? Happy birthday. I don't know if he woke or not. He's supposed to be at work, but hey, we had a time last night. That's just what it boiled down to. We had a good time. I mean, I shout out to the Swagger Lounge here in Houston, Texas. Listen, they hosted his birthday last night, and it was great. I had a wonderful time. I had a blast. I did. We had a time last night. Yes, I did. And so we had a time last night. We did. It was great. It was awesome. I mean, I had a blast. I had such a blast. But anyway, so I call myself giving the crew, the week off, so they can kind of calm down. But I think Mo's still in an uproar. We'll find out whenever she pop on. I don't know what Reggie ain't saying nothing. He been quiet. When Reggie get mad, he stay mad for a long time sometimes. And I be like, look, dude, come on. I don't be meaning to make people mad. I don't like to make people mad. Y'all know me. I'm a good boy with bad boy tendencies. Yeah, we'll stick to that. But let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Today is off the cuff, which means that we talk about whatever we want to talk about. There's no certain show order or nothing like that. We just go off the cuff. And we've done this so many times or whatever over the years, and I just felt like we go off the cuff. Then we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Maybe if they want to, release some steam, let me have it, the kind of deal or whatever. We just, gonna go ahead and just, do our thing, but maybe they still mad. I don't know. 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 All right, let's see. Okay, Anthony, what you got? You said your president-elect finally nominated his token black to his cabinet. What do you think? Let us know while you're alone. You know what? I saw that. I saw that. And matter of fact, you know what? Anthony, put his name up because I don't remember that guy's name. I think he had been trying, really, really trying to get, some kind of position somewhere on Trump's cabinet. I think maybe his Trump's first election when he won or whatever that he tried, and then I think he finally got in or whatever. But then what I think about it, Anthony, why you ask me that, man? I don't have too many thoughts about it, honestly, because it's just a whole ass shit show, to be honest with you. Scott Turner, that is his name, Scott Turner. Um, um, it's a shit show, unfortunately, we have, America need to change their colors to red, white, and orange. I ain't lying. I mean, we need to change our flag colors to red, white, and orange because it just seemed to me that, people like the orange man. But I will say that Donald Trump has propensity of beating women. I say that because he beat Hillary and he beat Kamala, and so I think if another male ran against him, I just honestly believe he wouldn't have won. That's just my personal opinion, but the token black, we black people be forgiving about everything. We forgave Gucci. I see black people walking around here with Skittles in their hand. Trayvon Martin. If y'all don't know what that was, it was in reference to. We forgive our pastors for talking down to you because you still go back over there to the church. We forgive. That's just the way it is. And then some black people, they just feel like they got a space, over there. And with them, sometimes, we feel like we got a space over there when they do not care about you. They don't care. They're not gonna care. You have to always remember that they're going to take care of them, first. And that's just the way that is. That's the way it is. And to say it's because we live in a sexist country, that's why he beat women. Yeah. Yeah. Anthony, well, let me say it like this. Okay. Let me, before I strongly agree, just let me say this. I think that most people are afraid to think outside of the box when it comes to something like this, when it comes to elections, for, the person who's going to be the face of the world. I think that a person, there are a lot of people who are really afraid to think outside the box because they maybe don't know any better. I think there's a lot of people, they get to a place where they feel like, I don't think I want to, I don't think I want to go down that road. I don't think I want to do that. With Kamala, I've always said it. I've been saying it, and I know people give, they feel like, hey, Fee, good morning. That's my cousin. Hey, good morning. Can't wait to see you for Thanksgiving. Woo-hoo. I think that a lot of people, especially when it comes to Vice President Harris, that, I just really wish, I really, really wish if we could do it over again, if the time could be rewind a little bit. I just honestly wish that in year two, President Biden's term, in year two, midway through, he should have said, "Hey, listen, I'm giving it one good run. In 2 years, I'm not going to be seeking reelection." And it would have given her, time to build the momentum that she needed, or maybe more time to convince, more people. Now, I think, what was it, Latinos and white women that they say put Trump in there, Latino men and white women or something like that, according to the exit polls. I think that, that I think it would have given her a little bit more time to do what she needs to do and develop, what's going on, and convince black men. Black men, are hard to convince. Oh, hey, Fee, yeah, you saying black males? Absolutely. Black men are hard to convince. You know, it's hard to get black men to go to the doctor, let alone a whole ass election. That's just what it is because overwhelmingly black women outvote black men in any election that happens where it comes to your local elections or your state elections. Your national elections are very important, of course, but your local and your state affiliated elections, that is what run your state. And that's what dictates what you can and can't do in your particular state. The president is the face of the country. The president can try to get laws passed through Congress and through the Senate that impacts every state. Make executive decisions and orders. That's going to benefit the country. But nevertheless, the governor, and your state Congress, and your state Senate, those are the important pieces, that we need to talk about. He said, we stand alone. I believe you can speak about black women. Black women been standing by themselves for a very long time. I was looking at a YouTube clip yesterday. Me, the fee. Was looking at YouTube clip yesterday. It was this young lady on this show. I have to look it up or whatever, but she was talking about how the Bible, was not written for women, but it was written specifically for men because of all of the sexism in the Bible and all of the chauvinism in the Bible. The Bible was written predominantly for men because women were considered property. They were considered, they were sold to their husbands. Women were not acknowledged a lot. There are a couple of women, of course, in the Bible, of course, like Queen Esther and Deborah, and a couple of more other women that may have had leadership roles, but they still had to bow down to a male dominated arena at that time. So we're talking about kings and princes and even when it came to a woman having children, and when she would go on her monthly cycle, how she had to separate from her family for a certain amount of time, even after she had given birth, depending on the sex of the child, determined how long she had to be away from her family. And so a lot of these things, are heavily based in tradition. This country is a traditional country, and this country a lot of times will not be ready for a lot of changes, when it comes to something like that. And I just really wish if we could just go back in time, that not only Vice President Harris would have had a little bit more time to convince, but we would have got a chance to hear other Democrats, other people, maybe another woman, somebody in there, that may be a congressman, or a Senate leader to be in there to say, hey, listen, I hear you, Vice President Harris, but this is the way that I would do it. And I want the people to hear what I have to say. Listen, we have black fraternities, sororities in this country. And I saw a lot of the Divine Nine get behind her and things like that, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And even some, which I've had a couple of conversations with, the fellas, in certain fraternities and things like that, they was like, I'm not voting for her, and you can't be mad at a person's choice to vote or not. We can encourage people to vote, register to vote, things like that, but it's a person's right to do that. And so women have always, in a sense, been kind of just like this pillar, that's often looked over or often pushed aside or slid over, maybe because, again, people feel women should be a little bit more subservient, to men. Women can handle a lot more than men can when it comes to a lot of different things. you know, uh, when it comes to your children and it comes to, raising a family and the man is not there, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of emotion. That's a lot, giving birth to a child, is the peak of a woman's life, whether she lives or dies. Those things, are very, very important. She feeds a baby from her body. She goes through emotional changes. We now call them postpartum syndrome, or things like that, that happens. And so I agree with my cousin. Anthony, you said the same as our Constitution. It wasn't written for Black folks. Technically, we aren't full citizens. It was never really effectively amended. Okay, so Anthony, why you saying that? I think that that's important because I might be wrong on my American history. Now you correct me if I'm wrong, but in order for any part of the Constitution to be amended, I think that every governor has to sign off on this. Every governor that's in office, it has to be a petition, and every governor that's a seated governor in that state has to say, hey, listen, this needs to be amended in the Constitution. This needs to be changed. That needs to be changed. The Constitution was written when 17. Well, I know shit. I think the Bill of Rights was 1776 or something like that, but I can't remember when the Constitution was written. Shit, I ain't gonna look that up. I don't really care. But you were talking about a Constitution that's so old that if you blew on the paper, it falls apart. And so there are a lot of. Okay, Anthony say majority, I believe, but not every. It's something like that. That it has to be overwhelmingly um, um, a consensus from governors around this country to say, hey, listen, this needs to change the Constitution. This needs to change the Constitution, or whatever. And so I don't know, how America really says that she has values and things like that when we are operating on a Constitution, older than, our forefathers, and things like that. They're already, they don't want to educate children, on sex and things like that in schools, but you want, every school to have the 10 Commandments, read or announced or whatever, or posted somewhere and things of that nature to do that. And I'm trying to figure out why we doing that. Why the 10 Commandments? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt you supposed to honor your neighbor's wife and all kind of stuff like that. And we kill people with our mouths every day. We have the propensity of killing people mentally. We have a propensity of doing things to hurt people, and those things aren't explained. And it's streamlined to physical behavior. And it, to me, I honestly feel like we really need to make some changes in the Constitution, things that needs to be legal and things like that. Like, Trump, he done got the people now to give presidential immunity, which means that he could do whatever pretty much he wants to do while he's there in office, that they find is not illegal. But when you give a person immunity, they could do whatever they want to do. It's like almost equivalent to the fact that if I had committed a crime and I had committed a crime, because maybe I was affiliated or I probably helped do it, and a rat out the other person, I can ask for immunity and they'll give it to me, and I spill my guts, whatever. And they also have it in courts where they, while you're on the stand or whatever, you can refuse to answer questions in threats of incriminating yourself. You can plead the fifth. That's what it is. You can plead the fifth, and say, hey, listen, I'm not answering that because I'm gonna incriminate myself, and I'm not doing that, and a lot of times, unfortunately, it's sad, that we have these old laws that we're supposed to be, in a sense, to govern things in 2024, now going into 25. So yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. We got to be able to do better. You know, I don't know what's going to mobilize, people. I kind of feel like, honestly, I'm gonna say this. Don't y'all come at me crazy, but do comment. I would love to hear your comments. Go ahead and drop your comments for me. But I believe that there is a party, maybe the Independence Party, possibly. I believe that another party needs to rise. Other than Democrats and Republicans. I just feel wholeheartedly, with that. Now, how would that happen? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know how that would happen. But I believe that there needs to be a new party, a new face, a new freshness, that this country needs to see. I also believe that, that there needs to be not only, term limits as it relates to, of course, certain offices. Of course, we know the president, you can only be president twice, which, by the way, can Trump run again, though? I mean, like, I mean, he's in there now, but I mean, but he won, he lost, he won. Now I know that a president can only serve 2 consecutive terms, and he's done. But would he be up for re-election again? Like, can he be the president 3 times? I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up. Now, if somebody knows the answer, go ahead and drop it. But I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of a good question. And to say it should and could Bush Republicans don't have a home anymore. No, no. The Trumpers got that. They got their mansion sold all the way up. Yeah, they got that mansion sold up. And there are a lot of people, honestly, some Republicans don't like Donald Trump, but in efforts to save the conservative party, they voted for him. It just I was looking at one of the maps the other day, and it was so much red on that map. I was just like, good God, she didn't carry a lot of the counties, that Biden carried. A couple of the states, swing states, they're very, very important in elections. She didn't carry them. And some states, he damn near landslid her. And I was just like, wow, maybe if she had more time, maybe if there were more options, you try to, think about those things, but he in there now. He's in there now, So there needs to be some changes, but I think that there needs to be a party to rise. The Independence Party, is still on the ticket. And then there's another party. I can't think of the name of it, but it's another party that I saw all about it, because you have Democrat, Republican, you have Independent, and then there's another one. God damn it, I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. Libertarian. Now, is it Libertarian or something like that? He's Libertarian, maybe. I can't remember. Hell, I was high when I voted anyway. So shut up. Shut up. Thank you, Anthony. Green and Libertarian. That's what I mean. So no, it's more than Democrat and Republican. Those are just the most popular two. The donkey and the elephant. But we do that. There's Independence Party, Libertarian, and Green Party. So there are different parties out there, that maybe need to take a rise, and give it the fair shot. When I see a lot of these debates and things like that, I have not seen a debate between all parties. The country can't understand and know, what's going on if there's not a person out there that's able to, voice their opinion. And yes, it does come to the dollars, because the dollars in a sense matter. When you are running for any office, you have to have money to do that. You have to have money to market. You have to have money to pay your people. You have to have money to travel. You have to have money to take care of yourself if anything happens. The other parties, they don't get the same treatment like Democrats and Republicans, because as soon as a front runner is selected, Secret Service is all over them to protect them. due to our electoral process. So we need to be able to mobilize in a way that's different. But this country will never see different if we keep tradition in place when it comes to selecting candidates. I'm just gonna throw it out there. But yeah, Trump is in there, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Anthony, you say more black people should be a part of the Green Party. Their thinking is more in line with our opinions. Not saying that we're monolithic. More black Americans should be. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe and if you to get the hood, to get the ratchet in the hood, equate it to the money. If you say something about some money, they might go on out there and vote for you. If you say you're gonna raise food stamps, they might go on out there for you. If they say they're gonna lower these taxes on these bundles, they may go on out there for you. So there's no telling. As it relates to this country, there needs to be a significant rise in something. I also believe that there should be age limits. I know. But God damn it, I don't want no president, that we got to push around in the goddamn wheelchair. I don't want a president that, that every time you turn around, you got to check their blood pressure and make sure their cholesterol and shit it ain't right. And you damn near 90 years old. Where are the young politicians? I would like to see a president to be elected in their 40s. I would like to see a president be elected in even in their 50s, maybe 60s. Someone that's in tune, with all of the generations at this time. It'd even be good to see a young president in their 30s, because they would definitely take this country to a different kind of revolution. Whatever the case it is. What's up, Taz? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining. Yeah, man, the bundles, bro. I'm telling you, maybe they can, lower the tax costs. Tax free, but do you think the majority of us are that shallow? No, Anthony, I don't think the majority of us are that shallow. But let's be honest, a lot of us are not that shallow, but a lot of us are that ignorant when it comes to the effects that happens during voting. You know, a person, may, get mad or whatever because they have to pay more taxes off their paychecks and stuff like that. Well, that comes from voting. People mature as they get older, but I believe that if we're going to talk about black people, we talking about us, we have to be able to go to the trenches to get the ones that we don't think that matter. Some of us are educated, some of us are not. Some of us are smart, some of us are not. Some of us, are left aside and left in the cold. Some of us are not. There are a lot of different things, that when we talk about going after our own people, we have to be able to think, hey, listen, what can I do to get Pookie to vote? What can I do to get Lily to vote? What can I do to get Shaquana to vote and Tashiana? Them. What can I do to get them to vote? Shakira Landria. What can I do to go get her to vote? Let me go on down here around the corner and let me get Bubba up out this bed, and see if I can get him to go and vote too. He said he don't want to vote no more, but let me see if we can get Bubba up. We have to be able to find a person that's going to be able to, get with, those who are left aside. And a lot of, and coming from the hood myself, a lot of people are in pain and they feel like they're left behind, even by sometimes in your own families. You know, um, I saw a lot. I saw a lot during this process. People on Facebook talking about, if you don't vote, don't say nothing to me. You can't even talk to me. I blocked you because you didn't vote, or you didn't vote for her, or I found out you voted for Trump. You blocked. You can't come to Thanksgiving dinner. I'm not getting you a Christmas gift. I'm not even gonna be bothered with you. Based upon a person's opinion or what they decide to do with their right to vote, that shit is not cool. So I'm not gonna say that majority of us are that shallow, but a lot of us are shallow as fuck. Excuse my French. That's just where it is. Let me see. Tad, you say I agree. with the age limits and the time limits and all politics. We need a fresh overhaul of this. I would love to see, someone in office who has the stamina to go into the United Nations and stand up for this country and be the Adonis in the room, and take charge and do what they need to do to protect all around this world. Because don't get me wrong now, I know what y'all be saying, Obama didn't do nothing for the black people. And they asked Vice President Harris, hey, what are you going to do for black people? All that kind of stuff. Look, it's not her job. It wasn't his job to do anything specifically for a specific ethnicity. You're representing the country, a melting pot of beauty, a melting pot of things that we are supposed to be above now. You represent that person. Now, if you want to find out who's going to do something for the black people, get with your mayor. Get at your mayor. Start in your city. How about that? How about starting your state? If you want some reparations and stuff like that, let's go to those people and say, hey, look, what about us? Because you come to the president, ain't gonna happen. And listen, if a president says, hey, I'm going to do this for black people, I'm gonna do that for the black people, like Trump said, the black jobs, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure that this, that, and the other happens for black people. Do you know how much that person would lose? See, y'all walking around here worrying about the wrong thing. If you want somebody to do something about your specific ethnicity, talk to the ones that you live in the same damn state with, the same damn city with. We have to do that. We have to do that. Okay, Anthony said what's going to happen is that they are getting rid of immigrants so they can put us back into the jobs that immigrants have. If you limit education, this can actually happen. And then he says this is what the black job statement is about. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Listen. Yeah. I'm fist to be rude for a second. If Juan and Julio and your last name's Hernandez, Diaz, Salinas, if you don't think that you fist to be impacted, you got another thing coming. Because not only is he talking about removing all illegal immigrants on day one. And let me see what the day is. We still in November. You got a month to get your shit together because those matricular cards are gonna be revoked. Oh yeah, the cards that you can use, and let me pull back just a little bit. Not just talking about people of Latin descent, because I'm not just talking about that, but I'm also talking about illegal immigrants that are here who are African or who are whatever you come from, but since one of them want to put them in there, your family about to be tore up, man, because there's nothing you're gonna be able to do to keep your children here. If your children were born in this country and you are not from here and you are not a citizen and you have not been inducted into this country, they're gonna send y'all ass right on back where you came from, El Salvador, Mexico, wherever you come from. Yeah, because your kids no longer have leverage as a citizen in this country because that's what you want. And hey, now the yard gonna get cut anyway, Anthony. The yard gonna get cut. And hey, look, to be fun, not to be funny or nothing, but some black people need to go to work. Oh yeah. I'm there. Some folk need to go to work. Some people need to get up off their ass and go cut some goddamn grass. I'm just saying. Because a lot of us overwhelmingly, minorities speaking overwhelmingly, rely on the government too heavy to take care of their family and to take care of themselves. I'm just saying. Some of y'all need to get up off your asses and go to work. Then you get mad. You get mad when they cut your food stamps down because you get a part-time job. That should be something that should make you want to work harder to provide for your people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. See, those immigrants are doing jobs most Americans think we're too good. See, Taz, you said to listen. Some of us need to be out there. Some of us need to be humbled. I have a homegirl of mine. She was talking about the other day. She was like, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, going to McDonald's to work. I don't mind, doing what I need to do to make sure I survive. And she was like, but I just don't understand it why, you know, the same people that I grew up with and the same people that know me and the same people, that we seen the struggle and we see how the struggle is, why they feel like they're too good to say, welcome to Burger King, how can I take your order? Hell, I know my cousin's watching now. And we both worked at the same McDonald's for a long time. But even though it's in high school, but my first job outside of high school, I was an insurance salesman. Okay. And I worked at an insurance agency here in Houston and it made good money. Okay. And trying to go to school and do that at the same time and juggle those things at the same time. I understood that there had to be something that we had to do or I needed to do to take care of myself, but some of us, we do think we too good for that kind of stuff. Chad say it starts with city council and move up. We can't buy property because of redlining. Once we get, excuse me, rid of that, we can regain Black Wall Street and Rosewood, etc. I completely agree with that. Completely agree. Listen, Black people spend more money in this country than any other ethnicity or race. We are trillions of dollars walking around here. Trillions of dollars. And this shit. Okay. Anthony, you say produce will be imported and we will have to pay tariffs on this. The economy will be missed. Well, that's what they want, Anthony. See, this is the thing. It's what I want y'all to focus on. Honestly, like for real. And I'm not saying that anybody's less focused, but we need to shift the focus at this moment to prepare ourselves for what's to come. Because yes, we're going to have to pay tariffs. Yes, countries will be billing the shit out of the United States because we're going to have to find somewhere else to get our produce from. We're going to have to find somewhere else to get different things from. We have to find, somewhere else to have our cars imported. A lot of this, however it's going to work, it's going to work. Now, if he get a smart cabinet, if Trump get a smart cabinet, they'll say, no, man, we can't do that. We can't do that. Hopefully Congress and the Senate is smart enough, but we don't know, because it's Republican led on it's all red, all the way across. So I don't know. Listen, we walking around here and we have so many options. Now one thing I can say that may be somewhat positive in this whole mess is the fact that Trump is a businessman. Start your business. There you go. Find you something to do in these next 4 years that you can get a tax break from. Find something because truth of the matter is the way that you're going to save yourself is if you have something that you can able to get a write-off from. I'm not worried about, people going around here talking about, Black people gonna go into slavery and chains and handcuffs and shit. I ain't worried about that. But Mexico is right down the street. I'll just take my ass on over there and just wait till they come over. Yeah, I'll go to Mexico City. It's beautiful. I'm even thinking about being by, thinking about, going to give me going over there to Mexico, and becoming, legal over there. Go to Mexico City. Go to Cancun. Get a house over there, Cancun, for $80,000, and it's a 4-bedroom house. Shit, y'all playing with it. Anthony says, however, if World War III starts financially, the country will be fine. Countries do well during wartime. Oh, let me tell you something. It's going to be a lot of people after us. You know, it's going to be a lot of countries that's not going to like what Trump is going to do. And I said this one time, and I say it again, you might as well go and get your international travel out the way before January come, because there may be countries we may not be welcome to anymore. You better go on and get it out the way. Yeah, you better hope Africa let you in too. The way he talks about Africans and the way that he disparages Puerto Ricans and talk about them. You better hope, you know, even though Puerto Rican, you know, is a U.S. territory, you can go there, you know, but you can go to Guam, you know, that's a U.S. territory, you know, things like that. But hey, that's what we got to deal with. Real quick, let's talk about something. Now, look, I'm being on 41 minutes. The things that you don't do for Thanksgiving dinner. Now I'm just to tell you this. Now let me tell you something. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Number one, please do not set a time for Thanksgiving dinner and you not there. Now I know that we as family, we trickle in. I want to be late sometime too. You know, 15, 20 minutes, not an hour, not 2 hours after everybody's eating, they watching the football game, and you coming there with your loud mouth talking about, hey, y'all. And then being late and you have a part of the meal that's missing. I mean, come on. What is you doing? What is you doing? You know, don't do that. Be on time for Thanksgiving dinner. If mama say Thanksgiving dinner start at 2, be there by 2:30. So everybody can say grace and we can break bread and we can eat, and then I can go ahead, you know, and start my Thanksgiving shuffle. You know, who houses I want to go to, you know, like my godmama's house, or I'm gonna try to hit my cousin's house, my sister's house, because I sure want some of that turkey that she gonna do, you know, stuff like that. Where you can start your day, you know, and do your thing or whatever, you know. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. That was my next one task. Listen, do what you good at. Don't be trying to, you know, come up in there talking about, y'all, I got some Kool-Aid pie I want you to try. I don't want no goddamn Kool-Aid pie. Who the fuck makes Kool-Aid pie for Thanksgiving? Don't nobody got time for that. I don't want none. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know, don't be bringing stuff, you know, that y'all, I decided I wanted to try this. No, 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 no. Try that at your own house and your own time. You know, don't bring it to the Thanksgiving dinner. Please don't do that. Please make sure you are cooking and making something that you good at. You know, don't come up in there wanting to experiment talking about Kool-Aid pie, because don't nobody want it. Don't nobody want that shit. No, I don't want no Kool-Aid pie. And no, I don't want nothing out your house if you ain't clean. And I'm gonna say that. I don't want nothing out your house if you ain't clean. Because every person's house that I go over, I know they clean. And I don't want no food out no dirty house. Clean up. Clean it up. So next thing, yeah, stick to what you're good at. Please stick to what you're good at. Next thing, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on my way there. I'm on my way there, Doug Taz. I'm on my way there, but I got to get this out the way. Probably should have been first, but I'm on my way somewhere. I promise you, I got you on that one. Do me a favor. If your sibling, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, mama, daddy, the year has had some changes. People change relationships and stuff like that. Now listen, if don't bring your new boo around when old boo is coming to the function. If your new boo want to come for Thanksgiving, tell your new boo, listen, hey, my ex might be there. I don't think that's a good idea or whatever, because you don't need to be in that. Don't nobody want no fight at the Thanksgiving dinner. Listen, leave new boo at home if old boo gonna be there. Now I know that that's petty, and I know that people move on with their lives and stuff like that. But leave new boo at the house, or let new boo go with their family, and y'all hook up later. Let's not do that this year. Can we not do that this year? Can we not be trifling? You know damn well that you and your wife you're going through a divorce, and you know that your ex-wife is crazy as hell, and y'all got 3 or 4 badass kids, and now you want to bring Kiki in the mix. And you know, and 9 times out of 10, you done pick Kiki ass up somewhere at the damn club, and she got red and gold and blonde and blue hair in her head, and she coming up in there with a swoop do, and all of a sudden, it's a whole ass fight because Kiki done got pushed in the middle of some shit. Let's not do that. Come on now. Can we not do that? Ladies, can you not bring your new man around your old man and talk about we just friends, we cool? Can we not do that? You know, I understand moving on. I get it, I get it. But you know damn well you probably still in love with him, and you know damn well you probably still sneaking around with him or want to. Can we not do that? Let's save the holiday for laughter, love, family, and fellowship. Can we do that? You know, can we do that? Taz said, if you can't cook, bring sodas, store-bought cakes, etc. Please, if you go to the store and get a store-bought cake, make sure that the store-bought cake that you get is from a store that make good store-bought cakes. Do not take your ass over there to the Walgreens and get one of them refrigerated store-bought cakes out the Walgreens. You don't nobody want no fresh Sara Lee cakes from the Walgreens. Nobody don't want that shit. Now I'm going on over there to Sam's, going on over there to Kroger, going on over there to Wally World, because Walmart got good cake. You know, go on over there somewhere and get you a cake. Listen, if you can't make the mac and cheese, Walmart got good mac and cheese. Go ahead and pick up and put it in the oven and tell God thank you. That's what you need to do. If HEB got some good cakes too, you know, man, if I need to go on over there and give me, you know, they sell the pieces of cake. HEB got some good cake. If you can't do that, you know, then don't harm everybody else. Don't do that. 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 If you're gonna bring your cakes and shit, bring them from a place that you know make good cake. You know, don't go over there to the Walgreens. You know, don't do that. And the CVS and shit. You know, they don't make cake over there. They make prescriptions. And some of y'all need to get a script anyway from them. Here, call your doctor and get a script. You know, then you go over there to the Walgreens or CVS, you know, and get your shit done. But don't bring no one of refrigerated cakes from the damn Walgreens. I ain't making this up. I'm serious. You're serious. Another thing. Oh, yeah, I'm going there today because my crew left me by myself, so I'm going there today. Do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Can we not, while we eating our nice, good Thanksgiving food and while we having a good time, can we not argue over what to watch? You know it's football time. I like football, but I don't care about the goddamn Dallas Cowboys. I really never cared about the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm from Dallas. Hell, I halfway like Kansas City at this point. Hell, I like the Dolphins. I do halfway like the Baltimore Ravens. You know, can we not argue that the cheering, they're gonna go in the other room and they're gonna look at the kids show, and everybody else is gonna be in there looking at the football game. So don't argue over what to watch on the TV. You know what's gonna be on TV: football. Period. Don't do that. Don't get mad at mom and them when they say you better get out of my face. You know the game is on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on now, for real. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. If you got pets at your house, now Tess ain't no food for me. Now a lot of y'all got dogs. It's all right if you're a clean person for me. If you're clean, I don't mind. I because I do know several people in my family who have dogs and they're very clean. You know, I don't have no issue with that. The dogs go in one place, they're not allowed in the kitchen type shit. I'm cool with that. But if your ass got a cat, it's a wrap. I'm not eating at your goddamn house. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Mm-mm. 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 I don't give a damn. 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 I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, the Walgreens, man. Yeah, the Walgreens. I'm telling you, people. Walgreens got them frozen cakes back there in the back that they sit out during the holidays. And, you know, sometimes they put them little pumpkin pies on the little stand over there, by the chips and shit. You know, don't nobody want that shit. Don't do that. And listen, we black people, most of us, we don't like pumpkin pie. We don't like that shit. So if you are Caucasian or any other ethnicity and you've been invited to go to the black function, don't bring no pumpkin pie. Don't bring no pumpkin pie. Don't nobody want that shit. It's gonna sit there. I'm telling you, it's gonna sit there. And then when you leave, it's going in the trash. I'm just another thing. Oh yeah, I'm going there today. I don't give a damn. I'm going there today. Can you do me a favor? Do not put Jiffy in your dressing. What is wrong with the Saints today? I don't get it. Why is you putting Jiffy in your cornbread dressing? I don't get it. Now, some people call it stuffing, you know. No, 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 no. Jiffy cornbread is made to be made by itself for Sunday dinner. You know, like your turkey necks or your turkey legs, your greens, you know, your mac and cheese, your yams, you know, your meatloaf, your roast. You know, that's what you put Jiffy on. You put the Jiffy down there with them. You know, you make a good cornbread and you put the butter on top of it so it can have a pretty glaze, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's what Jiffy used for. Jiffy do not go in dressing. It don't do it. If you do it, you're nasty, and I don't want your shit. I'm just telling you, you nasty. I don't want it. Don't want it. I don't want it. Let me find out if anybody in my family, if you put Jiffy in their cornbread, I'm going to let your ass have it where you stand, and I promise to God above, I am. That's just the way it's going to be, period. That's nasty. That's nasty. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Nobody want to do that. Chad said, after you eat, if you can't play spades, do not sit down. Listen, if you can't play spades, especially in our house. Now, me and my mom my mom and my sister honestly have been, Ricky, my best friend Ricky, rest his soul, they have been like the ones that can actually kind of connect to me. Oh, and Anthony, my boy Anthony, kind of connect to me, in spades, and we would sit down and run amok. But if you can't play spades at the Thanksgiving dinner, this is not the time to get lessons. Ain't nobody got time for that because we got other places to be. We may want to catch a movie or something like that after dinner, and nobody wants to be teaching you how to play cards at the Thanksgiving dinner. Nobody got time for that. Nobody want to teach you how to play no games at the Thanksgiving dinner. Ain't got time for that. I won't do that. Tad, you say stuffing is in the verb. It's stuffed in, dressing outside. Okay, so I told my mom I'm gonna make the dressing this year. My mom loves my dressing, so I'm gonna make the dressing. Now, I make pretty good dressing, and I'm gonna make it for her, because my mama like my dressing. So I told her, I said, Mom, I'm gonna put meat in it this time. She's like, what? I said, no, I don't like meat in my dressing. I've never said that out loud, to my mom. I've never said that out loud. I'm 46 years old. I've never said it to my mom out loud. And I said, I don't really like that. And she was like, are you serious? I said, yeah. She said, all these years, you have never said that. I said, I know. But I don't like meat in my dressing. I like dressing to be a side with my meat on the side of it, and I'm still eat it together, but I don't like it baked into the dressing. I've never really been that way. I don't know why I was raised to do it that way. I have made it that way. And of course it was good, but I think as I got older, I'd rather see my dressing more so a side than a main dish. You know what I mean? So I don't put meat in it anymore. And so I'm gonna make her something else in the place of that, but I definitely kind of struck a chord with her for a second or two. But I said, but that's all right, I got you, girl. I got you. Another thing, real quick, and then I'm gonna get off here because I've been on about 55 minutes. Another thing, do me a favor. Please do me a favor. If we gonna have drinks at the Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm talking about cocktails, go on by the liquor store Wednesday, go and get that out the way, knock that on down, because the Saints, we got to have our booze. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go and if you're gonna bring drinks, if you're gonna have drinks, Bring your own bottle so everybody can partake that are of legal age. Okay? Don't be coming up there drinking up everybody's shit. That's rude. I bring a bottle of hen, or I bring a bottle of one of my favorites is Jack. May even give some gentleman Jack. That's kind of like my go to more so nowadays. That kind of deal. Don't be coming up in there talking about what y'all got to drink and you ain't brought shit to drink. That is some rude shit. That is rude. Listen, if you drink brown, bring brown. If you drink clear, bring clear. Don't be coming up in there talking about, y'all, I bought this bottle of vodka and it's Taka vodka, but you want to drink the Hennessy. No, no. Where they do that at? Where the hell they do that at? Don't even bring a bottle of wine. Talking about, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna give me some of this tequila over here. I want some of this tequila. Listen, leave tequila alone if you bring in Taka. Leave tequila alone if you bring in Taka. Yes, I'm saying it right. I heard what I say. If you want tequila, bring tequila. If y'all don't know what tequila is, it's tequila. But I'm calling her tequila because that's how some of y'all be acting when y'all get tequila in y'all system. Y'all like tequila. Period. I'm just saying. Or wake up in somebody else's bed. Shit, don't be doing that. Don't do that. Don't be coming up in there with some Paul. And you don't get me wrong, Paul may sound still hit hard. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? That's old school. You bring your Paul up in there. Don't be trying to get none of the Henny. Don't be trying to do that. Stay on your Paul. Quality for quality. Let's do that. Quality for quality. Tell you that my mom always made dressing with turkey, sage, and sausage in the mix. Okay, now I've heard of that before. Now I've never tried it, but I've heard that before. And I heard it's pretty good. I know a couple friends of mine from New Orleans. They like shrimp in their dressing. I've never eaten it that way. And so I'm willing to try it, but I've never had shrimp in my dressing. I always think of shrimp. I like my shrimp grilled. I like my shrimp fried. I like it steamed, kind of deal. I've always seen shrimp as something that, not per se goes in dressing. Now, again, those, of you from Louisiana, y'all cook out there pretty good, and so there may be a lot that I don't know about when it comes to Thanksgiving meals, but when it comes to, certain things like Jiffy cornbread and shit, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. My Patron is mine, bitches. I'm with you, bro, for real. So with you. So yeah, Thanksgiving do's and don'ts. Now let me give you a do or two, and then we're gonna get off of here. Please, please, please take the time this year because it's been a rough 2024 for some. It's been a pretty good year for some, and for some, it's been a pretty bad year. People are still grieving the loss of maybe loved ones. This may be someone's first Thanksgiving without, their parents, their siblings, that may have gone on, things like that. Take the time to actually take seriously what you are thankful for. Do that for me this year. Take the time to actually say, what are you thankful for this year? What are you thankful for? I know some of us that's so pro-black. Thanksgiving is a pagan holiday. Black folks wasn't around and all this kind of stuff. But you get a holiday off. And not only do you get a holiday off, you get the day off. Most of us anyway. Take the time and say thank you, and share what you're thankful for. Take the time out to do that. Train your children to be grateful and thankful, that there are blessings that they are able to get. There are some people that won't have, the opportunity, to have a good Thanksgiving meal. Do that, take the time, to literally Say what you're thankful for. And also another thing, I kind of got this a little bit from my sister, my big sister. Um, I've never done this. I'm not gonna say I'm going to do this, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Now, I will feed anybody. That's just the way Mama say feed the children. I always feed people, so I have no issue with that. But your Thanksgiving leftovers, if you know they're gonna be just sitting in the refrigerator, whatever, you're not gonna eat them, whatever. Take some of that food to somebody who don't got nothing. Take some of that food, to a shelter, or hey, I know it's illegal some places in Texas, some places or whatever, to feed people under bridges and stuff like that. But listen, if you got enough food, man, take a pan of that ham on over there and let those people eat. You know, Homelessness or being displaced is what is being called now. Being displaced, you know, is a horrible thing. And no matter what situation will happen for them to be in that position, you always want to be able to give back. And so be able to do that. Do make the newbies feel like family. Absolutely. Absolutely, the newbies, because there are newbies that are coming in. Again, situations like somebody just got married, or you got a new boyfriend, new girlfriend, that kind of deal, and you want them to experience the love, that your family has, and it's okay to do that. Make them feel welcome, make them feel welcome. Now, if you anything like my granny used to be, she'd be like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't like her. Get her out of my house. But we be like, calm down. Just get to know a person for a moment. That kind of deal. I agree with you, Taj. So if you're alone for the holidays, volunteer some of your time. Maybe that can help in certain areas of your grief. May not cure it, which grief I don't believe can be cured. You just have to learn how to deal with it. You have to learn how to live with it. As time go and as time pass, there are a lot of different things, that we could do, to try to, get through the holiday. Again, if you've lost someone close to you. Yeah, yeah. So this has been the show today. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. So of course it will not be another show until the first Saturday in December, because of course we're going to be off for Thanksgiving. Our last show for the year is not this coming Saturday, well, not Saturday coming, but the Saturday after. So 2 weeks out is going to be our last show of 2024. We'll come back, of course, the Saturday after New Year's. Well, it's the next Saturday, I think, something like that. Because I always give a crew maybe 6 or 7 weeks off or something like that, or whatever. Or they'll just take off when they get ready. As you can see, I'm on here by myself. If you did not see After Dark, please go back and watch After Dark, because I told a story. We talked about traditional relationships, and I told a story, and it really did happen that way. And yeah, me and my girl Sunshine, shout out to Sunshine. We'll be back on in January as well. So we're off, or whatever the case it is. And so we'll definitely be able to do what we need to do. Anthony, you said I won't be in Texas, but I'm accepting plates. Oh, you're not coming? You're not coming to Texas? Okay. Now I don't know if they can cook like that in DC like we do it out here. Now I don't know that. Anthony, you a clean eater, so you eat clean. I'm not, because right now I'm trying to debate if I want to go over and see, it's 10:36. I'm trying to debate if I want to go over to the Cream Burger over here in Third Ward over there by U of H and give me a fat hamburger, because that's what I want. I want a hamburger. I want a bacon cheeseburger, with extra onions. I want lettuce, tomatoes. I want it all. And some ice cream. I know it's chilly outside, but I want some ice cream. Whatever. Don't judge me. So yeah. Anthony, be careful out there in DC, and things like that. I'm glad that you're doing well. Taz and Anthony, thank y'all for commenting. You say you cheat during the holidays. Shit, I cheat every day. I ain't gonna even lie, I don't care. I cheat every day. We definitely want to make sure, that we do our best to be there for one another during this season. Things are changing. I want to definitely give a quick shout out to the family of Minister Jimmy Wyatt of Dallas, Texas. I found out that he went on yesterday. If you don't know who Jimmy is, Jimmy, shoot, was phenomenal musician, clinician in the city. His presence will be missed. Definitely, presence will be definitely missed. Shout out to I'm gonna call her my ex partner in crime, Tiffany Martin. Tiffany Martin, if you're seeing this girl, somebody tag Tiffany in this. Congratulations on your bundle. I'm so happy for you. I know that you're gonna be a great mom. I know you're gonna be a good mama or whatever. And I just know that baby gonna have a smart ass mouth. I know it is, Tiffany. Don't judge me, girl, because I know that baby gonna have a smart mouth. But yeah, uh, it's been MTG Live. Thank y'all so much for watching. Share this broadcast with your people, and all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for your back and forth. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get off of here now. Like I said, gonna maybe find me a good hamburger to eat, because that's what I want to eat today. And then find out what the rest of my day is going to look like. I want y'all to have a good day. You take care. Be blessed. We'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.